Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi here. We're looking at question 13. Tanya is building a three-dimensional model of a rectangular pyramid. The net of her pyramid is shown below. How many square centimeters of wood does Tanya need to make her pyramid? So we need to basically find the area of each face and then add it together. So let's start with this piece right here. Let me move that out of the way. It's a rectangle. And what's the formula for area of a rectangle? It's base times height. So let's go back and look and see what the base and the height are. So they're telling us that this line here is 30 and this line is 12. So let's plug those into the formula. Area equals 30 times 12. Now you'll go ahead and multiply those numbers together and you're going to have some number, but I'm going to leave an empty space. All right, let's move on to the red triangles. So let's look at this one right here. Now, if they're telling you that this line is 12, then that means that this line is 12 over here. So the base of that would be 12, and they're showing you a dotted line that's perpendicular to that, which means that the height would be 10. Let's substitute that into the formula. Area equals, and we have two of them, right, because we have one on the other side, half of the base times height. So remember, the base we said was 12, and the height we said was 10. Now, something else I want to point out that some of you may realize. Instead of multiplying it by 2, the idea of these two things canceling out, let's show you another option that you have. If you just rethink these two things as a parallelogram and put them together, then really you won't have to do this part or this part. You can just multiply the 12 times 10, and that will give you the area of the two triangles together. So the same thing would apply. One of the lines would be 12, and the height of it would still be 10. All right, let's tackle the green triangles. We have two of them. We have this one on the top and we have this one on the bottom that are congruent. So let's write down area equals half of the base times height, and keep in mind we have two of them. So what's the base and the height of the green triangle? Well, this line right here, if they're telling us that this is 30, then that means that this is 30. So let's use that as the base. And then for the height, this dotted line here is perpendicular to the base, so the height would be 10. So another way you can do this, you can continue with this computation, or some of you may realize that if you take two triangles and put them together, it forms a parallelogram. So allow me to trace around so you can see the parallelogram. And if we were going to find the area of the parallelogram, the height on that thing would still be the same as the height of the triangle right here, which is 10, and the base would still be whatever this line is, which is 30. So another option is to just simply do base times height, or 30 times 10, and then you'll have both of the triangles. But if that's too confusing for you, then just finish up this computation. Now, in the end, when you're finding the total surface area, you're going to add whatever you have here with whatever you have here and whatever you have here, and that'll be the surface area of the entire thing.